Hello, welcome back to Let's Build the 500 Subscribers Special. So today we're going to go through more bases. I don't know quite if we'll finish, but... So I know one I just want to do right now is... Where is it? It should just jump out at me. Whoever the hell is way up in the north here, I think. Daddlepow? That is not what I was thinking. Xiaodong sounds more like it. Okay, yeah, Xiaodong, 2 squadrons, H6s. So that should be a pretty easy one. So H6K, I think? No. Is it N? Yeah. I think the WZ8 is... Yeah, it's a drone. So I guess we can take this. I did also do some homework. Kind of. So we got Yon Yon. So we'll have 8 from Yuan Yuan Squadron, and I'll just make up Yan Li Squadron. Or at least I hope I'm making it up. So this should be our 2 squadrons of H6Ns. We get rid of this. And then that's also going to be Xiaodong Air Base. And while we're here, we may as well load them up. So ready arm, there you are. And they are going to have these anti-ship ballistic missiles. Okay, hypersonic drone, that's what the WZ8 is. So they should be good to go. Gulian Tonic, that was another one that's kind of stuck in my mind. So let's see what's in. Are they not? Okay, I don't know why they aren't registering. Or not, it's not that they're not registering, it's that I apparently either accidentally... Oh, because it's already got aircraft. That would do it. Okay. What we got? Do you have aircraft? Guiping Ming Shu. H6 bombers up to 24. We'll do 12. And I think that's going to be it for the H6s, which should be more H6 bombers than what we had before. Okay, let's just set this to China for now. There we go. H6J and sort by year. Okay, so air-launched ballistic missiles, Chinese Navy. Suxi is PL, or sorry, Guiping Mingxing, it is PLAN. So, yeah, these are going to actually be H6G/M bomber. So, for call sign, I do have, let's see, Zhao Liwu. So we'll have 8 for that. And then... Do I have Zen Zen? I don't think I do. I do recognize a lot of these names. Unfortunately. Which means I've... probably used them already. Hui. That one doesn't sound too familiar. All right, so that takes you out. Lingtong, that was the airbase I was trying to think of it, but failing to, I think. So we can ready arm these guys with... Let's see, YJ... Do I want the YJ 100 or the YJ 83? So YJ 100 is... Let's see, it can home on jam, surface ships, 500 kilogram HE warhead. It is subsonic. This is also subsonic with a 190 kilogram semi-armor piercing warhead. So smaller warhead, better armor piercing performance. You know what? Let's just split the difference. So Toy will use the YJ83 with the DECM pod to give them a little more survivability, and they'll use the YJ100. It reduces their offensive punch by about 50%, but it does make them more likely to survive for for further strikes. Now, as far as the ability of this pod, it's late 1990s, so I mean, it's better than nothing, but it probably won't be super great. So now we can just get rid of the H6s. I think we've got more than enough now. As if we go to our order of battle, unit by type, satellite, facility, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squadrons, which means 48 bombers, which I believe is significantly more than our previous version of the scenario. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15 squadrons, which is almost 150 aircraft. So I think, plus we have a couple of attack, multi-role. Some of this is obviously ship-based. So we're probably going to start easing off on the amount of aircraft we're adding to, like, all of... And, like, this stuff could, I think, might end up being deleted. Because we got Xing Shui. Let's do that one. Kind of keep close to the coast here. PLAAF, 2 squadrons, flankers, plus AEW support, dual use, do not target. Here, let's do Guangzhou Shadi, if that's near here. There we go. Guangzhou Shadi, 2 squadrons of fighters, a squadron of drones, and a squadron of support. So we can use... Here, let's have 8. What do we got for names left? Of Ling Ling. And we can have another 8 of Zen Zen. As far as drones, I think we have most of our surveillance drones and stuff. So, was it the H6? That was, no, J5? J6. Here we go. Let's have a squadron of... So first off, we'll get rid of these. And as far as... Let's say I bow. All right, and then so that will be our unmanned J6s, which might have some utility. We'll see. And then I had AEW support for here, right? One squadron support. So let's say we can have our IL-78M Midas here. Call sign II because I'm lazy. So we'll have those 3 tankers in. We can get rid of this. WZ7, CH6. Okay, PLAAF. We'll throw in another squadron of drones, so we'll call this Izang. Did I use Izang before? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even know if that could be a real name. Oh, I should have had, here, we can fix this. So let's add, because I have more support, so for the Y9G. Oh, that's PLA and AF. Okay, that's why I didn't have that there. All right, now let's go back here. Obviously, these are going to be ready armed as tankers. These guys, let's see. They can have 50 kilogram bombs, anti-tank guided missiles. The anti-tank guided missiles probably give them a little more range. Or YJ91s. Obviously, they're going to go with that. These guys are going to be ready armed for probably PL-12 heavy. And then let's see what these guys are. $90mm rockets, sure. You wouldn't want those getting in close. They don't have a lot of sensors. Yeah, range-only radar. But if they can get in close and use those rockets, they could do some damage. I assume they're... What? How do they have the... So they have steam gauges for the cockpit still. I feel like they might be able to... Obviously visibility poor because drone. I feel like this should get some modifications, but... Oh, does it not have any visual sensors? That's interesting. Alright, well, anyways, we got that. I guess I'll just remove the J16. It looks like we are out of that anyways. Okay, PL... Lukau Air Base, I think, is the only remaining PLAN air base here. Which, let me guess, it's gonna somehow be like the furthest from everyone. Okay, where are you? Lukau. Where are you? Uzao. Okay, you know what? This is probably easier to... Oh, you know what? It probably isn't. Oh, maybe. Oh. All right. Let's see. Hunin, Jalashi, Johnson Reef, Liang. I want Lukao. I guess I deleted it. Okay, so... Heal AAF. I think we'll add him to... Is it Jalashi? No. You know what? Jalashi will work. We're going to add 3 Y9Gs. Call sign. Huani. And WZ7. Huali. Okay, we should not be over our limit, I think. 25% occupied still, so I think we're fine there. At this point, I think we're just going to finish off a couple bases on the coast. I think that should be more than enough for what we're doing here. So Xiang Shui Husu. PLAAF, 2 squadron. Okay. That's dual use, so I'm just going to get rid of it. We'll say they're... that way I don't have to remember not to target it. We'll just say their aircraft are assigned to missions over Taiwan or something. So that just leaves Shantou Northeast, which has 4 squadrons of fighters. Which, if we look at their facilities, I think they can handle more than 4 squadrons of fighters. So, what we'll do is we will add Mingyu 8X of the J-16D for their electronic warfare support. We have J-10Cs, of which we can have, let's call it, I'm running out of names in my head. We can use Sulin, I guess, for one. And then we can use, what we got? Let's say Hua Zhang. Oh, Anan. There we go. Let's use An. J11 EC. Oh. Midlife upgrade. Here we go. We'll give them 8 of Anli. We can give them 16 Q5Ds. We'll say An Ming, An Lu. How are we doing for capacity? 30%. So basically, we still have a bunch of open parking. And I think this will be a primary air base for them. Oh, they were still using them in 2005, apparently. I think we're just going to drop the J7s. The J6 unmanned, though. We'll keep those. We'll say Luan. And then let's give them one more squadron. Okay, those are all Navy. Oh, here's an Air Force one. And we'll call you Bossy. So I think that should do us. So basically, all this shit gone. All this shit gone. Let's see. You have no aircraft. You will be gone. You have no aircraft. You will be gone. We'll say these are hosting bombers for long-range strikes on, like, Taiwanese target. You have no aircraft. You'll be gone. So you are not needed in this scenario. Sure, we'll keep them. You have no aircraft. You can be gone. So I think that actually cleans up our scenario rather nicely, and they should still have a humongous amount of strength, at least as much as last time, if not more. Probably more. Because if we go facility, so they're going to basically have 2 squadrons of farmers for distraction, essentially, and they can do some damage if they get in. Same for these UCAPs, although they can actually do some stuff. They didn't have those last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have about 20 squadrons, give or take, of fighters. And I think these are all land-based. So that's basically 160 fighters right there. They have about 6 squadrons of dedicated attack aircraft. That's another 48. They have 6 squadrons of bombers, which I think last time we only had 4 squadrons, so they do differ a little bit in capabilities because we see we have G's, H's, G's, J's, and N's, but that'll increase their firepower. Multi-role, these are, I think, all the ones on the carrier. Or, well, 8 of them are carrier, 16 are land-based. So, and these are basically, I mean, honestly, most of these fighters are multi-role too. So I guess maybe it's they go by like the company's official designation or something, or the owner's official designation. But yeah, obviously these can. I got these set up for naval strike. Interesting enough. We have lots of electronic warfare assets. They have improved AEW, so I'm pretty sure they have more fighters. They have more support ships. I think they'll give us a real run for our money this time, especially if we get bugged out SAMs again. But hopefully that won't happen. Oh, I didn't put anything at Suxi. You know what? Let's see. JTAG, let's see. Air Force 2018. We'll call you, let's see. Chia Chia and Pepe. We'll just give them 4 more or 2 more squadrons. All right. So I think next time we should be free to go, and I'll just do all the loadouts I didn't do this time for all the Chinese land-based aircraft. As far as roadmap goes, Ling Tong. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, but we'll get rid of Ling Tong too, because it's just not worth it to keep them there. Yeah. So I think this is fair too, because we also have a lot more Tomahawk missiles this time around with all of our submarines. I only added a couple, but that should greatly increase the amount of Tomahawks we have, and especially if I refocus. We also have an extra destroyer or two, so that it's more likely, I think, well, maybe it's about equally likely that our missiles will get through and take out an airbase. But if it does take out an airbase, especially if it takes out this one where they've got 4 or 5 squadrons, that could really hinder them in this fight. And obviously, I think that's going to be priority. It's going to be really hard because they've got one battle group there, and most of their fighters are going to come from here, so it'll be an effective screen. But if we took that out, that would take like a quarter of their fighters out of the fight. And honestly, like all the ones down here and stuff, here, they'll probably be taken out of the fight pretty quickly. And honestly, I think their goal might, if we can take out this group for the most part, then great, we can go for them. But otherwise, I think their goal will probably be to try to weaken these guys enough that they can knock those out, so that way they get some safety while they retreat. But if I'm feeling really generous, I'm debating if I am. I might give some forces, they do have them on here for some reason, I might give a handful of land-based assets. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to get too much scope creep. But they would be not very useful at the start, but as we return further south, they would get more useful as we get within the range. But maybe like some F-15 EXs, F-22s for the Air Force, F-35s, AWACS, E3... No, not the E3G, the new one. There, it was the E707, I think. Is it going to be the E8 that's their official designation for it? Is it even in the database? No, it's not the E707. 37. Wedgetail. That's the name. E7A Wedgetail. There we go. So it'll have that, which is basically going to be a more capable version of the damn well better have cooperative engagement capability. Let's see, that be okay under data links. Okay, thank God it does have cooperative engagement capability. So this, I guess this is an artist rendering, but this is what's replacing the E3. So it's going to have a full ASA radar, probably the latest sensors and all that. We see Odyssey for surface search, ELINT. Honestly, most of the work is off of this Mesa, which is, I forget what it is, but it's something electronically scanned array. Whereas we see the E3G here was operating off of early 2000s. And now this, it's still early 2000s tech, but I think the ASA will make it more powerful, more resistant to jamming. A little disappointed they didn't have like a Mesa V1 or something just to bring the tech level up a bit, but I might add the, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it now. Bonus episode. Okay, so what do you got for facilities here? About 32 aircraft, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have F-22. We'll use the latest version, 12 of them, call sign. What do I want to call them? We'll give them something different since they aren't part of our battle group. I know our battle group, we all had very specific names. Let's call it Ford. And we have the F-15EX. We'll use the 2023 variant. We'll use call sign Dodge. And call sign Chevy. And we can have F-35s. Call sign Charger. Call sign Mustang. All right, E7 Wedgetail, U.S. Air Force, call sign Spy Eye. I don't think I've used that. We'll give them 4. Now, and then EC 130. Okay, that's Navy, palletized munitions. $1970s OECM. Oh my god. Yeah, no. What about Compass Call? I think that's more, okay, they got early 1980s. It's slightly better. Okay, call sign Siren. Provide electronic warfare support. All right, how much? We're at 31% occupied. Some stuff had to go out, that's fine. And then here, what do we got for facilities here? A couple of hangars, mostly open parking, so it's not going to be a lot as far as aircraft that we'll add. of 2 squadrons of U.S. Marine Corps F-35Bs. Let's see, their call sign will be... What should their... No, I was gonna say roughnecks and leathernecks, but I can't think of any other necks to keep the neck theme up. Unless I make up stupid stuff like steel neck and copper and titanium. You know what? No, it's too long. Gotta keep them short and simple. Longbow. Crossbow. Am I spelling that right? Let's see, there's a specific... I want to use the name specifically from... I see it in... You see it in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They call it like an arquebus or something. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Arquebus. No, that's the musket. I don't want arquebusier. They have like an early crossbow. I'm trying to... It's the name Arbalest. Okay, that's what it's called. I was gonna say it's very similar to the name of the first musket, which is the arquebus, but Arbalest. Okay, variation crossbow came into use about the 12th century. Was much larger than earlier crossbows and had the greater tensile strength of steel and had much greater force and greater draw weight, but it had a draw length, shorter draw length, and they basically had like a winch that they had to slowly crank to get it to work. Actually, you know what? I went to all that trouble and I don't even think I'll use it. So we'll supplement the 2 Marine squadrons with 1 Navy squadron. Yeah, you can have the Arbalest. We can also use, what is it, the MQ-4 Triton UAV. Navy will have 4 of those, and we'll have that. We'll call you... Search Eye. Sure. And then we can have another Growler squadron for support, which we can call... We'll call Scylla. And we'll give them a full squadron of those. So, and then I'm actually going to go back to here and give them one drone. As for which one? Probably the Reaper. Oh, we're on MQ-9B, Sky Guardian. All right, well. Australian Navy propose. Okay, that's the MQ-25. Sea Guardian stole. Fire. Navy. Sea Guardian. Oh, I didn't know the Marine Corps had Reapers. Here. And we'll call them Death Shot Squadron. All right. So that will give them not a ton, but it should help. And again, like I said, they'll be of limited use because we're like 450 miles away at the start of this. So for them to get up in the air and get over there will take quite a bit of time. But I think this should solve the issue of like those gaps where like we throw people up, they expend all their missiles rapidly, and then it takes them like an hour for everyone to land and another 4 hours for them to, you know, to rearm and refuel and whatnot before they can surge again. And this should, because of the long distances involved and the use of the 1/3 rule, this should give us at least a little bit of air cover between those sessions so we can kind of keep the air war going on. And I think this will be fair because, again, as I said, I think we vastly increased the amount of Chinese aircraft there are. So that's my justification for this. Obviously, we can tweak all this too. You know, none of this is set in stone, so we'll see how it plays out. But with that being said, I think we'll leave things for here now. So thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there. And we'll see you then.